Welcome to AdVX, Ad Performance, AI powered. Today, we explore a topic sourced directly from our latest insights. Let's begin. So if you are a business leader right now, especially one focused on digital performance, you're probably drowning in the AI marketing platform explosion.
It's a complete flood.
It is.
Yeah.
Every vendor, every single pitch is promising these, revolutionary results, 10x ROI overnight. But the reality you face is paralysis. The thought of investing, say, 5 or 6 figures into unproven technology is, frankly, terrifying.
It should be.
You're afraid of wasting capital on a system that might fail to integrate or take too long to even learn your business. Or worse, it's just overhyped automation, not real intelligence.
And that paralysis is completely rational. I mean, the stakes are incredibly high.
Right.
If you stay with outdated methods, you risk falling behind. But if you jump into the AI deep end without a compass, well, that's a catastrophic risk.
So our mission today is to give you that compass.
Exactly. We are going to master a systematic, bulletproof framework. It's really the antidote to that analysis paralysis you mentioned. It helps you cut right through the marketing hype.
Hey.
We'll show you the step-by-step methodology to rigorously test these tools, but in a controlled, risk-minimized way, so you can get genuine performance validation before you commit any substantial resources.
Okay, let's start by unpacking this huge marketplace. When we say AI marketing platforms, we're not talking about just one thing.
No, not at all. It's a wide field.
Our sources break it down into 5 core categories that you're likely to see. And it's important to know which problem you're trying to solve first. So we're dealing with 1, content generation platforms. 2, customer journey optimization tools. Then you have predictive analytics, automation and workflow platforms, and finally, those specialized personalization engines.
And critically, before you even look at those categories, you have to clarify the language. It's fascinating how often vendors, sometimes intentionally, confuse the terms.
Like machine learning versus AI.
Exactly. Machine learning, or ML, is a subset of AI. It improves its performance by analyzing tons of data. But ML alone isn't true AI. A true AI platform has to show adaptive learning capabilities. It has to evolve its own behavior, not just follow complex, preset rules.
So if I'm getting that distinction right, the difference between, say, sophisticated automation and genuine intelligence is adaptation.
That's the core of it, adaptation.
So if a system just executes predefined rules really, really efficiently, like sending an email when someone clicks a link, that's just automation.
Precisely. It's highly efficient, but it's rigid. It's following a set of rules. True intelligence adapts, it learns, and it optimizes based on the outcomes it sees in real time. It actually changes the rule set itself based on performance.
So the question you need to ask is, does this tool just do my existing strategy faster, or does it actually inform and evolve that strategy?
That is the million-dollar question. The latter is what drives long-term performance gains.
And that adaptive ability must be why the traditional ways we evaluate software just fall apart here.
Yeah.
You can't use the same checklist you used for a CRM 10 years ago.
No, they completely fail. The product itself is dynamic and it's context dependent. First, you've got performance variability.
Okay, what does that mean?
An AI system's performance is completely dependent on the quality and the volume of your data, not the vendor's perfectly curated demo data.
Right. And second,
The learning curve. I mean, AI needs time. It has to ingest your history, your customer behavior, your specific market context. You can't expect optimal results on day one.
which immediately invalidates the idea of the simple, quick demo period.
It does. Third is context dependency. What worked for a case study client in, say, e-commerce might completely fail for your B2B SaaS business. The context is everything.
I see.
And finally, there's evolving capabilities. These platforms are updating constantly. So a static evaluation you do today could be meaningless in 6 months. Your assessment process has to be ongoing.
So, if the tech is dynamic, our evaluation framework has to be dynamic too, and structured to minimize risk. This leads us to the systematic approach you mentioned, the CLEAR method.
Yes, the CLEAR framework. It's your essential tool to fight that paralysis we talked about. It imposes structure on what can feel like a really chaotic process.
Let's break it down. C.
C is for capability mapping. You identify the specific business goals you need, then you rigorously verify the platform can actually deliver on those specific things.
Yeah.
Legitimacy verification. This is where you establish credibility through transparency and real validation. You're fighting the hype.
Of course.
Economic modeling. creating realistic financial projections, calculating the full total cost of ownership, and assessing the risk.
Oh.
Actual testing. Implementing controlled, focused protocols that are designed to isolate and reveal the true performance of the tool.
And finally,
Results analysis.
you systematically evaluate the outcomes using predefined objective metrics. No gut feelings. Okay, let's dive into phase 1, capability mapping. Our source material really stresses that most evaluations fail because businesses are out there shopping for a solution before they've even defined the problem.
It's the number one mistake. You have to map out your specific challenges, like, say, inconsistent lead quality or content bottlenecks, before you even look at a vendor. Otherwise, you risk buying a fantastic tool for the wrong job.
So it's non-negotiable. Define your top, 3 to 5 challenges?
Exactly, and then drill down into the specific capabilities required to solve them. This moves the discussion beyond vague promises and into actual technical requirements.
Let's use a practical example, one that probably applies to most people listening. Let's say our main challenge is inconsistent lead quality and volume. How does capability mapping help here?
Okay, great example. If that's your problem, you don't just need a general AI platform. You need a tool with very specific capabilities.
Such as?
You must look for platforms that offer predictive lead scoring based on your historical conversion data, not just simple demographics. It has to provide automated, real-time audience segmentation.
For hyper-targeting.
Yes. And crucially, it needs the ability to make real-time campaign adjustments to budget and creative based on what it's seeing. If a vendor can't confirm those 3 specific functions, that tool will not solve your core problem. It doesn't matter how great their other AI claims are.
That moves us perfectly into phase 2. Legitimacy verification. The L in clear. Once we know what we need, we have to make sure the vendor is credible. The AI space is just riddled with hype.
It really is. And you protect yourself by demanding transparency. A legitimate platform will give you a clear, plain language explanation of how their AI actually works. No hiding behind proprietary buzzwords.
What else?
They have to be honest about their data requirements, what volume, what quality do they need to perform well, and look for vendors who acknowledge limitations. If someone promises immediate dramatic results without ever mentioning a potential drawback or a learning period,
That's a huge red flag.
it's the biggest red flag. And those red flags aren't just technical, they can be behavioral.
You mean high-pressure sales tactics?
Absolutely. Pressure tactics, limited time offers, or salespeople who get vague when you ask detailed technical questions, especially about data handling and security. Those are serious warning signs. You're looking for a partner, not a quick purchase.
So if they treat their AI like a black box, you're not allowed to look inside.
You risk bringing a non-transparent, untrustworthy engine into the core of your marketing operations. It's a huge risk.
And that transparency has to go deeper, into technical validation. When you check references, our sources say to go beyond the usual testimonials.
Yes. You need to ask implementation-specific questions. What challenges did they actually face during setup? How long did it really take to see meaningful results, not just initial data ingestion?
And what about unexpected costs?
A critical question. What were the hidden human resource or technical costs? You have to involve your tech team here. Ask for documentation on their data security, their privacy standards, understand the specific integration requirements. These details dictate how painful that whole process will be.
Which flows seamlessly into phase 3, economic modeling, the E. This is where I think most businesses get it wrong. They just look at the subscription fee.
And they miss the iceberg under the water. The real investment is the total cost of ownership, or TCO.
Explain that.
TCO is the anchor of risk mitigation. It's so much more than a subscription fee. You have to include integration costs, data migration, cleansing, API development. Then you have the human resource costs, the management overhead, the time your team spends learning the system.
And don't forget opportunity costs.
Exactly. The value of the other strategies or tools you're not pursuing because you're focused on this trial.
So once we have that realistic TCO, we model the ROI. The sources emphasize running 3 scenarios: conservative, realistic, and optimistic. I think that conservative one is the most important safeguard.
It absolutely is. The conservative scenario assumes minimal performance improvement and maximum challenges. The key test is, does the investment still make sense under these worst-case assumptions? If the math doesn't work there, the risk is too high. You walk away.
That discipline leads us right to phase 4, the actual testing. If a platform passes all those checks, we get to the riskiest part,
Yeah.
implementation. The secret here is controlled testing.
And the key principle you must follow is the isolation principle. You have to test only one variable at a time.
Why is that so important?
Because you need to be able to clearly attribute any changes in performance directly to the AI platform, not to a new ad creative or a seasonal trend or some other campaign you launched. If you mix variables, the results are basically meaningless.
And to protect the budget, the source material gives us a very actionable rule, the 10% rule. I have to admit, I'm a little skeptical of setting a low limit like that when competitors might be moving faster.
That's a fair challenge. But the 10% rule is a necessary financial safeguard during the testing phase. We allocate no more than 10% of the monthly marketing budget to the platform and the campaign spending during that 30 to 60-day test.
So it sets a hard limit on your exposure.
Exactly. Speed is critical, but reckless investment is fatal. This rule lets you move quickly toward validation without betting the entire farm.
Okay, so before that 30-day sprint even starts, we have to establish baselines.
Yeah.
You can't measure improvement if you don't know where you started. What needs to be documented?
3 categories. First, your current performance metrics, conversion rates, cost per acquisition, etc. Second, resource requirements. How much time and effort does the current process take? And third, quality indicators. If you're testing content, what are your current human standards for quality?
These baselines are the yardstick.
They are the yardstick. And this brings us to the R in clear results analysis. The criteria for success have to be defined and measurable before the test starts to eliminate any bias.
Let's go back to our lead generation example. What would the defined criteria for a go decision look like?
They need to be specific and timed. For a 30-day test, you might define 3 criteria. 1, quantity increase qualified leads by 25%. 2, efficiency reduce cost per qualified lead by 15%.
And the third?
Quality and speed. The conversion rate must be maintained or improved, and maybe the lead to sales handoff time must decrease. If the platform fails to meet those minimums, it's an objective no-go.
Let's detail that 4-week sprint structure. This isn't just turning the software on and waiting.
Not at all. It requires discipline. Week 1 is purely setup, integration, and launching those initial campaigns based on your baseline. Week 2 is for initial analysis and rapid optimization based on that early feedback.
Week 3 is where you get aggressive. That's stress testing, pushing the platform's limits with more volume, more campaigns, and also integration testing, making sure the data is flowing cleanly with your other systems.
Right. And week 4 is a comprehensive analysis where you apply the decision framework. Now, throughout this whole sprint, you have to enforce safeguards. We recommend parallel processing.
Meaning you keep your old methods running alongside the test.
Yes, it ensures business continuity. And the most critical safeguard is having automatic cutoffs.
Explain those.
These are preset spending or performance thresholds. If they're crossed, the test is immediately suspended. For example, if your cost per lead exceeds 1.5 times your baseline for 3 straight days, the test just halts automatically. You build the fences beforehand.
As we move to the final decision, performance isn't just about conversion numbers. What does success look like in terms of operational efficiency?
You have to measure what we call operational excellence indicators. Track documented time savings for the team. Is this tool saving your copywriters 10 hours a week? You need evidence of scalability. Can it handle a 50% increase in volume without lagging?
And what about team adoption?
Crucial. If the tool is hated by the team, the long-term ROI will be destroyed by underutilization.
So to eliminate bias when looking at all those numbers, we use a formal weighted decision matrix.
The matrix forces objectivity. You assign weights based on your strategic priorities. For example, business impact revenue and cost reduction might get a 30% weight. Technical performance reliability, accuracy gets 25%. User experience gets 20%. The final score is math, not a gut feeling.
And this leads to the final step. The objective go or no-go conditions we set up way back in the beginning. The results dictate the decision.
Exactly. You already defined your minimum acceptable performance. If the platform fails to meet it, it's an automatic no-go. If it meets it, you review the matrix. The beauty of this framework is you're not arguing about whether the platform feels good, you're just checking if it met the pre-approved requirements.
So this clear framework capability, legitimacy, economic modeling, actual testing, and results analysis, paired with that disciplined 30-day sprint, gives you the exact methodology to minimize risk and maximize insight.
It is the only intelligent way to navigate this chaotic marketplace right now. And as you move past this initial validation and think about a multi-year commitment, we want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay.
Before you fully commit, you have to assess strategic factors. Specifically, investigate vendor stability, identify any potential lock-in risks with your data, and make sure you have viable exit strategy options. That long-term strategic view is absolutely vital.
Thank you for listening to AdVDX, Ad Performance, AI powered. For more insights, visit advdx.com.